page. There are free online courses on the Scientology website. Are these any different from the courses with the same names that you pay for at an org? What are the dangers of enrolling while even using a fake identity? Okay, so online courses of Scientology are called extension courses, and those are probably about the same or similar to services you can buy in the church where you can do a course at home. They have these paper handouts, and they have you buy the book and you buy this little pack of questions about the book. And after every chapter, you fill in the questionnaires and you send them in, and somebody goes over it and grades it and makes sure that you answer the questions somewhat sequitur and decently. And then you get, through the extension course, and then you're given a little tiny extension course certificate, which doesn't really count for much of anything. The basics courses, all the basic books can be covered that way. But on the website, on the Scientology website, there are a bunch of other extension courses having to do with the basics of Scientology, and those revolve around the Scientology handbook. That's the series of videos I'm doing, by the way. I'm doing a video on each of those chapters of the Scientology handbook. I've covered the ARC triangle, the emotional tone scale is coming next. I've covered study tech. I've covered the 8 dynamics, right? So there's going to be a video on every one of those chapters. So if you really want the straight dope on that information and the pros and cons of it, you should just watch my Basics of Scientology series, and I'm going to continue making those videos until I get all those chapters done. And that's, I wanted to get that done this year, but time just is not the same as it used to be when I was in the Sea Org anymore. So it's just taking me longer to get things done than I thought it would, because I'm still, in many ways, I still think in Sea Org time. I know, but I do. Okay, so as far as the enrolling, as far as the dangers of enrolling, if you give Scientology your name, address, and phone number, you're going to hear from them for the rest of your life, unless you threaten legal action or start, taking, extreme countermeasures to get your name off their mailing lists. You don't want that. You just don't. I'm telling you, they're never going to stop sending you stuff. And they'll call you, and they will try to get you to come into your local Church of Scientology and do real courses, not just the online courses. And they're relentless about it, and they don't give up because they don't have anything else to do all day but try to get people like you into their orgs and onto services paying them lots and lots of money. So I don't recommend signing up for any of that. And if you use a fake identity, they're not going to, they're not going to skip trace you, by your IP address or something. They're not that desperate. So sure, you could sign up anonymously and go through their courses, but why? It's not like the information is particularly valuable or helpful or useful in day-to-day life compared to other places you could get information on those subjects of human interaction, communication, study, etc. There's lots of other sources of places to get information that doesn't have all the curves and minefields and traps that exist in the Scientology information. So that's why I don't endorse all that stuff. So anyway, I hope you avoid that and don't get into that. But if you do, well, the worst that'll happen pretty much is Scientology will send you mail for the rest of your life.